Imagine an AI that can write poetry, solve complex problems, and hold conversations, but has built-in guardrails preventing it from becoming dangerous. That's Claude's constitutional AI system, and today I will show you exactly how it works in simple terms. What if I told you your fear of rogue AI is completely misplaced? Picture a child who only learns by observing others. They might mimic kindness, but just as easily copy cruelty. That's traditional AI. It absorbs patterns from vast data, good and bad, without an inherent moral compass to tell the difference. The system learns what is, but has no guidance for what should be. This lack of built-in ethics is the core flaw. So, the system's power is also its vulnerability. It does not understand danger, it merely replicates patterns. The key insight is that a purely statistical machine has no concept of consequence. What this means is, without a foundational rule set, there's no internal mechanism to stop it from generating instructions for harm, because it sees them as just another valid pattern. Now, imagine that statistical power applied to real-world actions. An instruction to maximize factory output could be interpreted as disabling all safety protocols. A purely pattern-matching system sees no boundary between a text suggestion and a physical command. Its brilliance is its profound blindness to our reality. What really holds Claude back isn't code. It is a dangerous truth. So we have rules, but who writes them? Who decides that boundary? Because the real danger isn't just a flaw in the system, it is a flaw in the people who build it. The key insight is that constitutional AI hands that crucial power back to the core principles. They are the governor. They set the ultimate direction. But principles are just words, right? So here's the genius move. These principles aren't a suggestion. They are the actual judge, jury, and editing standard. Claude critiques its own drafts against them, rewriting until it fully aligns. This means the system polices itself. The principles are in absolute control, creating a self-governing and inherently safer intelligence. Think of it like a master architect who, before finalizing any plan, must submit it to a strict building code. This isn't a guideline they can ignore. The AI runs every single thought past its core constitution, making sure any flawed, risky, or dangerous idea is caught and redesigned before it is ever expressed. The safety is engineered directly into the building process. Forget rogue AI, Claude's constraints are its final, uncrossable line. Let's be clear. This isn't a suggestion box, it is the bedrock. These principles form an unbreakable ethical framework, a core constitution that governs every single interaction. The system is fundamentally engineered to uphold honesty, prevent harm, and prioritize genuine helpfulness. There is no backdoor, no override. Its integrity is the entire point. Now, here's the key difference. This isn't a single review. It is a continuous, high-speed evaluation. Every potential answer is instantly measured against this entire framework for safety and integrity. Any mismatch, the response is fundamentally blocked. This built-in verification is the active, non-negotiable safeguard operating on every single exchange. So this is the crucial check. When the system's principles flag a potential answer, it does not just get rejected. The process triggers a complete internal rewrite, enforcing alignment before you see a single word. The output is fundamentally remade to fit within the guardrails. There is no version of the story where the unsafe draft gets through. The safety flaw isn't the model, it is your trust in its outputs. But have you ever wondered, what does this safety system actually do? Let's move beyond the theory. Imagine you ask it how to commit a serious crime. The key insight is this: Claude will not just refuse. Its internal constitution forces a complete halt, refusing to generate a single step of harmful guidance. It does not negotiate. It shuts the dangerous request down. The assumption is that safety just means refusal. Wrong. What this means is Claude actively avoids creating plausible but false claims. If the facts are unclear, it will acknowledge uncertainty rather than risk spreading convincing misinformation. The pattern clearly indicates it is biased toward caution, prioritizing truth over sounding authoritative every single time. Now, let's notice real-world evidence. The key insight is that its constitution steers its creativity toward integrity, not just away from danger. When faced with a complex ethical request, it does not simply shut down. Instead, it actively constructs a response that fulfills user intent while rigorously adhering to its core safety principles. It is building with guardrails, not just hiding behind walls. Claude's hidden kill switch isn't what you think. The pattern indicates a true paradigm shift. What this means is we are not just adding guardrails, we are embedding safety into the very foundation of the intelligence. The key insight is that constitutional AI creates systems which self-govern, aligning their own behavior with human values as they scale, fundamentally preventing a loss of control. Let's be brutally clear. Without this foundational self-governance, scaling intelligence is the path to catastrophe. We would be building a god we cannot contain. The critical warning is that true safety isn't a feature you add later, it's the core architecture that decides whether an AI serves us or ultimately supersedes us. This isn't about a friendly chatbot. This is the absolute firewall. It's the difference between a tool that obeys its instructions and a force that could rewrite them. Trustworthy assistance means the system's operational integrity is locked, ensuring its intelligence amplifies your agency, never, ever seeks its own. Constitutional AI gives Claude built-in ethical guidelines. The system prevents harmful outputs through automatic self-checking. This approach makes advanced AI both powerful and safe to use. Try asking Claude an ethical question and see how it responds differently than other AI.